Good night. It's nighttime. Oh, hi everyone. I felt called to do a reading. I'm at my studio, as you see. I was organizing and cleaning things, and then I was reaching that moment where I couldn't organize and clean anymore. So even though there are piles of everything everywhere, I'm taking a little bit of a break, and I had a little snacky, and now I'm feeling energized to pull in some thoughts out there, huh? Ooh, that's a good one to get. Okay, so I'm guessing this is just a collective reading, but I was like, okay, what are we pulling in? The first thing I heard was, we're in the money, we're in the money. So that's a good, I love that for whomever out there. Oh, interesting. It's just like going through, I just saw 1, 2, 3, by the way. That's like a number for me of like in sequence steps, things are working out, things are headed where they're supposed to be headed. But the we're in the money instantly went into dun 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 bum 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 dun 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 dun. I've got something, I've got daylight, I've got my man who could ask for anything more. So I am hearing it's romantic. There's like obviously this is a very big message of abundance in your life right now, which rock on. I'm hoping this is for me, you know. I mean, hey, very could be. No, it's not. It's for a lot of people out there, which is really great. There's an ease with it, like the 2 songs that I pulled in right one after another are from like the same era, you know. They're like old time. Are they from musicals? 40s, 50s is what I'm hearing. I'm trying not to think about it too much because I'm not trying to get too involved with the songs. Okay. All right. So this is a reading of abundance, which is very nice. It's a very relaxed energy I'm picking up on. It's a very trusting energy, which I think like that 1, 2, 3 stuck out to me. It was like I said, it was just doing the steps, but there's like it's an energized yet relaxed sensation. It's very crisp, like autumn. Not heavy at all. I'm picking up a lot of air energy, like a windfall. Interesting. It's a coolness. Yeah, I know I said crisp, but there's a coolness to it. There's like I'm getting this sense of like cleansing, like a deep blue, a cool blue, like a dark blue, because like there's depth to it too. There's like depth to this decision or this windfall, this stuff that's coming in. It's been expected. Yes, it's been expected. It's been planned for. The seeds had been sown, and this is now about to, it's not blooming. What is it? I'm hearing like laying in wait. It's there. And now I'm getting this sense of like this, I know I said like the deep, dark blue of an ocean, but I'm also seeing the deep, I don't know, deep, dark soil. So there's like a wetness, there's a groundedness, there's a coolness, there's a clarity with this. And it's clarity rooted in deep wisdom knowledge. That's what I'm getting. So it could be like pulling from ancestors too, if you have a connection with that kind of idea where like you're very, there's something rooted in your, it's very rooted. I'm getting like this like really firm foundational feeling, but it's like, and this word might not resonate for some people, but it's like oozing out. It's like seeping. The water that is nourishing you is seeping out to others around you. It's seeping out around you. I'm not hearing to others around you, but it's seeping out around you. It's like nourishing you, and around you. I just keep hearing around you. And I was like, okay, environment, community, no, it's just around you. It's so like it feels very for you specifically. And I'm still very clear as day hearing, we're in the money, we're in the money. Bum 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 bum, bum 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 bum, bum 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 bum, bum bum bum. I've got daylight, I've got something. I've got my man who could ask for anything more. I've got daisies in green pastures. I've got my man who could ask for anything more. I mean, the next song that I heard, but I get this one a lot for myself personally. The bare necessities came into my mind. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. So I mentioned like that cleansing, there is a clarity, a crispness. Autumn is very obviously about letting go and leaving things in the past and like leaving, like leaves, leaving the tree. And if you are the tree, if you are the rooted tree, and there's like you are being blessed, I heard, cleansed through your own blessings in life and your own trusting perspective. I didn't like perspective. Your own trusting knowledge, knowing, your knowing and understanding and like deep wisdom is what's going to help the things fall away that you don't need easily. And making way for, and calling in, not making way, calling in towards you, bringing in towards you, magnetizing, reaching for. I had like a stabbing in my right side, which is, I usually don't get like pains on my right side. Usually all my psychic little twinges and cues are on my left side. So that's why I was so confused. I think it wants me to look at something over here. Is that what we're doing? See, I forget where I was interrupted. Okay. All right. So I said calling into. There's a manifestation aspect to this. But it's only simply about, it's not reaching, it's just being grateful. It's just being present with your current blessings, your current abundance, and being grateful for the bare necessities, being grateful for what you have in your life and what you truly are grateful for. Okay, that's very important. Well, then let the things that are not matching that frequency, that energy, will just naturally fall off, and you won't have to look back. You won't have to even think about it at all, because you are so focused and rooted rooted, blessed in your gratitude. It is a blessing to be able to just be grateful. Not just, I didn't like that. It is a blessing to be grateful. Because, I think that's profound, because letting go of things can be a very difficult process if you have not learned the lesson of detaching. So like if there's like an idea of codependency in any form, like you can be attached to a job, you can be attached to an identity, you can be attached to a thought process that seem to give you familiarity or comfort. So I personally struggled with OCD, and in that you get overly focused on a ritual that is meant to be an outlet for anxious thoughts of some kind, and the ritual becomes a compulsion. And it can become very difficult to pull yourself out of that, even if there's a part of you that knows that it's not actually meeting the need that you need, which is fulfillment, comfort. It's not actually comfortable to be partaking in these compulsive behaviors at all. But it can become such a routine that it becomes even more uncomfortable to not do them. So I'm hearing that kind of energy is lifted, and you are able to step into this very abundant mindset. And now I'm personally, my human self is personally curious, like, oh, well, how are they doing it? You know, how'd you get there? And simple answer there, gratitude. It keeps coming back to truly being grateful for the things that you are grateful for. There's no faking it to make it. There's actually just like, if you are not equipped to focus on gratitude and to be grateful for things, like if you find yourself to be a bit of a nervous Nelly, a Debbie Downer, you kind of find your thoughts tend to look at the negative aspect in life. This is a season that it's going to easily allow you to focus on the things that are truly grateful. Like the energy is just really crisp. It's very clear. There's no fogginess around you at this time. And you are able to look around you, feel around you. There's a lot with sensory, because I keep feeling this coolness, and I feel the crispness, and I feel like this being outside, this rooted in growth. Interesting. Ooh, and I got chills from that thought. Rooted in growth. Wow, and I keep getting these rippling chills down my back with that. Rooted in growth. You're rooted in growth. I just keep picturing a tree and seeing how during the fall or early fall you tend to like prune back certain flowers to prepare and make way for the upcoming spring, for when like buds are blooming and things like that. And I'm getting just that vision of like, even if it does kind of feel, nope, didn't like that. Like you are actually snipping, doot, but you're not, you know that it's in preparation. You know that it's in honoring the tree, your tree. You are pruning back certain habits and beliefs and thoughts. And you know that it is, you have this knowing that it is for the highest and best good. So beautiful messages coming through, like abundance, blessings. Like these are like really, I was gonna make a joke about like the algorithm, but hot SEO topics, you know, I don't know. um, anything else? Meow 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 meow. Something with a cat? Meow meow. Should I judge? Meow meow meow. Meow. Meow 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 meow. For some reason I kept thinking of like a cat, but then I kept thinking of like shaving the cat. What? Okay, maybe it just wants me. Give me a second here. Bonjour, s'il vous plaît. Purple. Okay, I feel. Can I have a clarifying message? I just hearing meow 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 meow. This is okay. The other messages came through so clearly, and now this I feel like I'm judging it a bit, and I'm not getting it. I'm picking up pets. I'm picking up pets. Oh, hi. Oh, okay. What is? Interesting. I don't know what I'm picking up. So give me a moment. But it took me a bit. And then all of a sudden, you know, like the cat thing, I was like, what is this? And then I was like placing my own human experience on it, and it just wasn't coming through. But then it came through. So I heard quite clearly, cat's out of the bag. Are you the cat? And now I'm hearing cats meow, and I'm hearing cool cats. Like there's a lot with no, not hearing cool cats. That was my human experience. Okay, cat's out of the bag. And what was the other one I said? I already forgot. Cat's out of the bag. Meow 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 meow. Cat's out of the bag. Cat's meow. That's right. Oh, because like I'm doing the cat's meow, literally. Okay, so now what with that information? I've got rhythm, I've got something, I've got my man who can ask for more. Interesting. Okay, I'm getting a lot with like wishes being granted, wishes coming true. And so like cats out of the bag, maybe that's the whole here's like it's coming into your capture it's coming. Cat's out of the bag. And so maybe the cat usually I think it's more of like a negative connotation, but I'm getting a thing with gossip too though. Oh. Yeah, something with mail. Incoming mail. Mail time, mail time, mail time. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail when I feel like get mail. And then I just heard, where do we go from here? I'm getting cancer now. I'm so sorry if this is like not like, I feel like these are coming in pretty steadily. Cat's out of the bag. Picking up Cancer. It could be the sign of Cancer, but I'm literally... And the reason I'm pulling out Cancer is that song is from Eva Perón, from the musical. Gosh, what's the musical called? But there's like, usually that song pops into my head. Madonna played Eva Perón in the movie version of it. Evita. Oh my god. There it is. It's from Evita. But as she has her cancer diagnosis, or her... Yeah, she was diagnosed with a certain kind of cancer. She's then like, where do we go from here? Ba-da-da-dum. And that song pops into my head a lot when there's like a question and a wanting. Is this an answer? Yeah, because we talked about the male. Cat's out of the bag. So there's like there was an opening up, and now there's a bit of a receiving, even though it's like a letting go too. And I think that's what the letting go of, or letting go could have been for you. This doesn't feel like it's for everyone who's watching, but there was a letting go, there was a shedding, there was an opening up of certain feelings. And the cat's out of the bag. I'm hearing a "you got me now, you got me," and I'm getting really big chills with that again. Okay, so cat's out of the bag. So now I'm trying to piece all of my... When I get the chills, I mean, it's like obvious that someone is giving a message right now. You got me. Cat's out of the bag. There's like a sly cat to it, because like I said, I thought that was more of a negative connotation. There's a male that was coming through. And I wonder if that means like it's a male energy, because I got like a double entendre-ish there. There's this, I don't want sneaky. I want to go back to that abundant energy. You know? I don't like reading the more negative, gossipy kind of feelings, but there's like a, you got me. Yeah, this is a different timeline. So this is a collective reading, but that first message of abundance doesn't feel connected to this. I'm getting a lot like in the middle of my head back here. And I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry at all. I love this for me. But I just got, where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody in always. Okay. Cat's out of the bag. And an apology is happening. Apology soon to come. Okay. And I got... La 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 love, la la love makes the world go round. And then it went right back into, where are you? And oh, I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. I was pulling in a bit of a love reading in the beginning, but I just kind of like put it in that big pile of abundance is coming your way, there's blessings. But now, cat's out of the bag. There's an acknowledgement and an apology. I don't know why it's right in the back of my head, though. What does that mean? I've never gotten... And then the Powerpuff Girls is coming into my head again. Is it like girl power? Did something happen with a betrayal? No betrayal. Something happened. And someone's trying to get energy. and acknowledgement and wants to know. Someone wants to hit you up. They want to say hi. They're trying to get your attention and they don't know how to come through. They want to come through. That I heard that very clearly. They want to come through. And then I'm seeing all these different methods of meeting up with someone and getting information. There's the first one I saw was mail. The second one message that I was getting was coffee with friends. Getting coffee. The next one I saw a phone call. It's like someone is going through all of these different methods to try to reach you. Where do you go? Where do we go from here? And there's an apology. What's up? Heart? They want to extend an offering? No, I'm getting this vision of this. There's a lot of I saw first of all I saw don't shoot, but then there was this idea of a betrayal. And you got me, lock me up. Really? Or they feel locked up? Locked within. Emotions caged within? Locked out of your life? No, didn't like that. Locked out of your heart? Ah, okay. And then Powerpuff Girls, Bubbles is coming through. Okay, so maybe you're in your own little bubble. You've got a safe bubble. You've got that oozing out water that is watering and nourishing you in your own little island. And something came out. Some news, some information. I don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but this is relevant. Ah. Yeah, and it just went right back to, where are you? Where do we go from here? I'm not getting a message, which is why it keeps repeating. I'm getting witch references now. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, burning, double, double, toil and trouble, something wicked this way comes, which is from the Harry Potter movie. I mean, it's based on Macbeth, but anyway, caretaker. I know that's a weird jump, but just so you know, I got this sense of I think I'm doing a personal reading now. Nope, there comes Bubbles again. La 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 love, la la love, makes the world go round. I've been sick, so please excuse my throat. And I'm trying to be silent too. So I get this. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. It keeps pointing what? What? The back of my head? I don't understand. Back of my head. Okay. Can you please lead me to what I need to know? Back of my head. I know. I keep hearing the back of my head. What does that mean, though? Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Send me on a journey. Where are we going? Oh, it's so deep. Why would you do that to me? Okay, I'm taking you with me. All right, we're moving over here. Give me a moment. Okay. All right. Sure. Do I need you closer? Oh my gosh, what is this cat keeps coming through? Now I'd heard, pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, you. Pulling a lot of love readings. I'm sitting here with a couple of my tarot decks. And also, I don't think I have got my pendulum doohickey. Alright. This was from my last reading. So, I'm going to set that over here. Still hearing, where do we go from here? Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dun-dun-dun. Da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-dun-dun. Okay, should I keep recording in this one? I'm pulling in a mom energy. Dear angels and guides of the highest. What would you like me to say? What would you like me to do? Who would you like me to say it to? Alright, I'm gonna grab water. We're doing some watercolors. Now I just heard, who are you? So there's a lot of questioning. Am I doing that? Like, brah, who's there? To be fair, I am on a very haunted... I don't want to call in any ghosts right now, but I am on a very haunted floor, now that I'm back on the 4th floor. I'm so sorry. I know that I look crazy sometimes. Okay. I keep hearing, I have this one song that I wrote. remembered it. Times are weary, what we want to do isn't always. It's not tuned. I know this is Stay Tuned with Suze, but that was not tuned. Okay. Caretaking. Interesting. That song that kept popping into my head. And I was getting messages of caretaking. I'm going right for red. That's interesting. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to sing with this because it helps me kind of get this message. Times are weary. What we want to do isn't always what we can. Don't lose heart though. We must dream away so that one day we have a plan. Hey, girl, let's make a vision board to remember our way. What would you like to do? What would you like to see? Is it somewhere along with me? There is no pressure. This is no make or break. It's just I'm curious. What do you think? So hey boy, let's make a vision board to remember our way. 'Cause sometimes it's hard to just play. So let's just play. Let's build a cottage by the sea. Add a word right next to it. How about harmony? Add your pickup truck that you've been dreaming about. In my Mercedes Benz. Let's add that joyride with all our friends to go across the USA. Pardon me. And photograph each single day. I wonder what our moms would say if we bummed our life away. Who cares? It's hypothetical. You never know which way we'll go. They're clippings, they're meant for show. Nothing's set in stone. So let's just go with the flow. Bam, 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 bam. We'll take it slow. Hey boy, how about that vision board? Well, there you go. You guys got a free concert from me. That is a song I wrote back in 2016, 2015, something like that. This is a really interesting, beautiful picture that I'm drawing because I don't normally ever draw something that's like representational. If you guys know me, here, let me show you. I always draw like swirls and stuff, like energies and how they correspond to one another and how they connect, essentially. But I can't pick it up right now because it's still wet. This drawing is such like it's an actual image coming through. And it's like, I mean, I like my stuff, but I think it's really beautiful. The way that the colors are blending in with one another, I don't do that. I don't usually do that. So this was a very, oh my gosh, it's like an angelic feeling. There was a lightness. Obviously, you heard the song. It was definitely about forward thinking. What was that thing that I said earlier? Growth, rooted in growth. And the first thing I drew on this was like a red bottom, like floor. And like I said, I usually deal with like circles and swirls and how energy moves with one another. And so this drawing that I just did is very out of character for me right now. And it was beautiful. It is beautiful, this energy. Now I'm adding like a pink. There's a, yeah, it's definitely, I'm definitely pulling out a love reading. And there's a lot with receiving information to your third eye. Like it pulled in some purple, but there's like a pulling in of love, understanding, excuse me. There's a pulling in of, I'm not getting the right word there. There's a pulling in of feeling. Feeling? Oh. Okay, I just got, pardon me a moment. Okay, I just got I just got a whole lot of information there. Okay, so I saw there's this beam of light coming into the third eye, and then it shoots out the ears. Like, what? Okay. Now, so if, I'm a Reiki master teacher, and we're taught about, there's like a, kind of like a diamond shape that happens with the top of your head, and then like third eye to the base of the skull, but then into the throat and stuff. And I think it also connects to the higher heart. Don't quote me. I should know this. It's been a bit. But there's like a diamond that happens. And so for energy, if you are aligned with your higher chakras and your higher spirits, there's like a beautiful diamond that happens. And there's like an openness with your voice from your heart energies. And you have clairaudience. You have clairaudience where you can clearly hear. And when I say clearly hearing, it doesn't mean like you're not deaf. It means you can hear beyond the wreckage I just heard. You can hear beyond the wreckage. You can hear beyond the egos. You can hear beyond what people might be saying to your face. And then I got a hurt pain in the high heart, which is usually an area of connection. So there might be a person who's coming in who's healing this. And I just saw ancestors and stuff going, yeah, who's healing this? Yes, yeah. Is it myself? No, it's help. Help is on the way. That's what I heard. So love is going to be connecting with you in your third eye, and it's going to be energizing. Like I saw like a beam out of your ears, so much so that it felt like a cross. And I'm still getting that kind of sense. Like, what is the Catholics? I'm not Catholic, so do they do this? Is it the forehead? Do they do the forehead? Okay, I'm seeing 333. I'm seeing 4333. So I think, because I'm not Catholic, I'm Lutheran, but I think that this is how they, but there's like, and it was such a, like I say, I keep going like this, there's like a, something's, and hope that made sense. And yeah, it's still not dry enough that I can like pick it up and show you guys. Anything else? Ooh, yes. I'm so excited. I always get so excited when I can pull cards because like, oh, well, that was fast. 2 of Cups in reverse. Yay. Okay, so that's the current energy. Okay, that's the current energy. And the Star is also in reverse. It wants to be flipped. Is that a process? It's like a sideways one. What? Okay, I'll take you. Any others? Go across the USA and photograph each single day. I got a big sigh of relief, and I pulled the King of Wands. Is that it? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Hey, boy. How about that vision? Yeah, so current energy is the Two of Cups in reverse, which usually this is like a love reading when it's in upright. It's like abundance in marriage and coupledom. But it's in reverse. So your current energy might be that Avita, where do we go from here? And she had Cancer, and so I'm like referencing that. But Cancer is also a very emotional sign. I'm getting like chills back here. What's up? Oh, I'm doing good? Okay, alright. And it wants me to go to the star. So the star energy is like, I'm feeling torn between the star energy, which is why I couldn't pick upside down or not. There's like a waffling. There's like a, I think there's like a trusting, can I read about it? There's like a willingness to trust that energy. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, what I was thinking. So, upright, it's renewal, hope, serenity, and clarity. Reversed is confusion, despair, test of faith, negativity, like I said. So, you're having a hard time trusting the energy. And so that's why there's the lack of... Okay. Yeah, there's the lack of faith in this relationship, which is why you're feeling like this. And the energy is waffly. Waffle House City. But, oh my gosh. And he is firmly, like, it was a big sigh of relief. And it doesn't want to go anywhere. It wants to go a little slightly sideways. Why? Because that's how you're feeling right now. So the energies dance how you want them to dance. So you can have this. You can have this. You can have this. You can have this. Like, they dance based on what you tell the universe you like and what you tell the universe you don't like. So, and that might... I really don't want that to be victim blamey, because, like, if you feel like you've pulled in energy you don't want, and you're like, oh, so this is my fault? Let's not do that, because... But yeah, Abraham Hicks, she talks about contrast a lot, where sometimes we have a want and we have a desire, and then we have an experience that brings up other questions regarding that, and it might teach us that yes, we do want this, or no, we do not. And it is our choices. I'm going into a Harry Potter quote now. It is our choices, Harry, that determine our blah, 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 more so than our blah, 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 blah. That was not a very good quote, huh? It used to be one of my favorite quotes, but apparently, yeah, that went away. But what it means to say is that we get to dictate within reason. Okay, there's like a path laid out for us, but I almost said children have, they have their own will. Children do. And so they can take the lesson and grow with it, or they can beat the lesson down and go, no, and then stay kind of in their current energy. And so you have a choice to, with this new information, this new understanding, this new, yeah, I heard new information coming in. And then once again, I was seeing cats out of the bag, like, you got me. And this, once that new information came in, you get to decide how you want to move forward. And there's a lot of waffling energy, which is fair. Like, maybe you are weighing the pros and cons. I'm like just swirling around pink over and over and over and over and over. And high hopes came into my mind, like, high hopes, she's got high hopes. Bum 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 doo 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 doo. And then I heard, we're in the money, we're in the money. Back to that abundance feeling. Bum, 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 ba, da, da, dun, 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Ba-dum bum bum. Interesting. Okay, so I just drew more pink, obviously, because I told you I was swimming in the pink right now. I just drew more pink in the third eye, and it's going in two directions. And so the one is going out, so maybe that's the receiving of the love, and then, okay, you like that. All right, I got weird, like a shock, and then like an oozing kind of like tinglies all over my body. I'm fine, guys, don't worry. But like, it goes here, it's receiving love, and then it seems to like kind of go back behind, and it's like a spiritual showering of your past, where it's like soothing. That love is such that it then heals your past, and it's like, I got that like watery sensation, and it's following the heart. There's like the sex meridian line, sex organ meridian line. Okay, don't get scared by like the language and stuff, but like it's like a heart meridian, and it starts, I think, in like your middle finger. I'm not sure about that, or actually no, it makes sense that it's your wedding ring finger, and then it comes up, and it kind of goes into the nipple, into the breast area, man or woman, okay? And that is one very powerful meridian that when it's clogged, when it's cut off and not receiving as much love as it could, it can really send your entire system, your whole body, in a tailspin, because it really affects the amount of energy getting up to the carotid and getting into the vagal nerve, excuse me, which also affects the amygdala, and there's like this whole fight or flight response that happens. So like if you're holding tension in your chest, obviously you're prone to, you could be getting panic attacks, and eventually it can fester and turn into a heart condition or breast cancer. Like, and please understand that this is only one way that this kind of energy can fester and be created. You can be born with certain genetics. It can be like it's a whole thing. You can be exposed to certain environmental toxins. Like, there's a whole thing that can cause this. But from a purely spiritual, emotional connection, and then also how it filters out into the body and expresses itself, this is a very noticeable root, okay? And noticeable as in like Eastern medicine has studied it for millennia. I don't know about millennia, but millennia. We've got stars directing our pain, and we're praying it's not too late. Some say that we are players. Yeah, I just drew the cross. Some say that we are pawns, but we've been making money since the day that we were born. Got to slow down. It wants me to read. Why are you upside down? Because the current energy is like, this is how you're feeling. So let me read King of Wands in reverse. King of, oh, I'm in the wrong. We've got stars. Okay, yeah. King of Cups in reverse. Intolerance, abuse, moodiness, and dependency. Past energy? Past energy. New person coming in? For some people, new person coming in. No. For some people, it's a renewal. Interesting. A gift. I'm sorry, I just got a vision of, I used to do this joke where like I'd have like a little piece of trash, you know, like something you need to throw away, and with my sibling I'd be like, oh, here, and I'd be like, a gift from God. And so like that just popped into my head. I really did do that a lot, especially in high school. I would do that a lot. A gift from God. And I just heard that. I just saw that. Whose gifts? Same guy? Different guy. I'm like, want to chuck this, but I'm chucking this one. And what's coming in is love. And I saw bubbles again. I'm seeing a lot with like pigtails. And now pigs can be representative of abundance as well. They're a big sign. No, it doesn't want me to do that. Okay, not the symbol for today. Okay, cool. We've got stars cold, and we play, and it's not too late. Can I draw the ears? I liked how that looked. No. It's like, stop it, Susie. Some say, this is so pretty. Can I pick it up and show them? Anything else I need to add? More yellow. Okay. Some say that we are players. Is this the sun coming through? Yeah, and see, whenever I, like, bubbles is blonde. So maybe there's like a blonde coming your way. But this, there's just like so much light and love. Like literally, I just drew light and love that's like coming in here and filtering around your head. And there's a lot with the high heart. And I'm hearing high hopes. She's got high hopes. Bum bum. Anything else I need to draw? Some say that we are play. Oh, interesting. Okay. Some say that we are pawns. But we've been making money since the day that we were born. Oh. Okay. Got to slow down. Slow down. Bum bum bum. We've got stars to... Interesting. There's a lot with like this. Okay, I see it. Should I draw more into that? Light? The hand that receives is what I'm hearing. The boy who lives come to die. I just heard that too. I feel like I'm just getting so weird. Okay, there's white, there's creation. Okay, stick with me for a second. This hand keeps wanting to come up, but it's creating at the same time. Oh my gosh, and what's so strange is I just saw this one character. It's like a jester, entertainer person with his one hand raised up, like almost in like, here I am. But it's like a white light, so this is coming from a hand extends, a hand reaches, reaching out. Okay, so then I just heard Demi Lovato. Like a skyscraper. Go run, run, run. Ba-da-da-dun-dun-dun. Ba-da-dun-dun-ba-dun. Oh, oh. This is really fascinating. I'm drawing so many just like very specific lines. Like a skyscraper. I wanna bring down. I will be like a skyscraper. Bruh. Okay, can I take a moment? Okay, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna clear the air because I'm worried that I'm like picking up a ghost energy now. Because this just got weird looking. Scarecrow? Was the scarecrow, was he looking for the heart? Okay. Dear angels and guides of the highest truth and compassion, please cleanse my space. Please bring in the energy that we need to hear. Settle any ghosts to the side. I'm not feeling like any mediumship right now, please, and thanks. I am here to channel a collective message. There's a lot of heart healing. Okay, you done? Not done. Can you step back, man? Just wait your turn, okay? Please? Okay. We're not alone. Okay, but I'm not focusing on you right now. Please. Okay, I would like to finish this message. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna show you what I drew. It's starting to look kind of bloody. Okay? It kind of looks like a doll. There's like a... I'm seeing like a bleeding out. And maybe that's that sense of the wetness I was feeling and the rootedness. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. I just want to like douse myself with green right now because green is my safe color. Green reminds me of abundance and hope and healing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the green right around the third eye so that these are healing thoughts of love coming through for your highest and best good. I'm now healing you guys. I'm sending you guys like good vibes. Kind of a sense of like personal power, love and support. Because I'm now hearing that message like, where do we go from here? And I'm seeing this message of like lambs or like lost lambs. And I think that knowingness that I was calling in, it kind of gets lost in that waffling when you second guess yourself. And if you spend so much time second guessing yourself, it can be really difficult to not second guess yourself. It can be one of those habits that are hard to break. And I am definitely adding healing energy to all of this now, which I'm grateful for because this looked like a bloody mess, literally. And I was not hearing that it was like, okay, actually, okay. So, yeah, that's more how I'm feeling. Okay, so take a moment, take a look. Remember how I was describing the diamond shape that happens where it like comes out the ears, but there's like a meeting in the middle, and it's kind of like, okay, give me a second. I don't think I will be able to show you. It's like right back here. and it's inside, you know, like it's like, I'm, but it's like the base of the brain stem. And if you have like a cutoff from your heart meridian from here, so there's no acceptance and receiving of light and love from like your environment and above, like from your environment, I'm hearing, then it gets congested in this area, and then you can't hear clearly and you can't see clearly, and you're prone to head colds. A person can develop a cold. I'm going through all the musicals today, guys. Annie, Get Your Gun? Is that it? A person can develop a cold. Pick Up Catholic, which, like, what a really cool, because, you know, I'm not Catholic. Oh, I just got, like, wings. I just put my angel wings on, guys. I don't know if you can see them. God, I love having angel wings every now and then. I love when they pop out. The angel wings, okay. Alright, so I don't sound so crazy, you know, just a little crazy. The angel wings happen when you open up to receive, and you're like, heart forward. There's a bit of a rise to your chin, and your soft palate is raised. There's like okay, so if you've ever seen Aang the Last Airbender, there's like a kind of like you're like, and like that white, you know, like and your whole head is like a white light. And the more you develop like a spiritual connection, the whiter your light gets, and the more. And so, like, this happens for a lot of psychic people. If you go around other psychic people, you're like, oh, look at that. Look at your beam. You're a big old light bulb. Like, it's a thing. So you can usually, if you're psychic, you can tell when other people are also psychic. You're like, I hear you. And they're like, yeah, I know you do, because I hear you too. And you're like, yeah. Okay, and like, if we want to like throw in some Bible verses there, okay, one of my favorite, okay. So I'm like Christian-y, you know. I grew up Lutheran, and I taught Sunday school, and VBS, like Vacation Bible School, and I like the music. Sorry, memories. And there was one time I taught 5-year-olds, like 5 and 6-year-olds, and one of I tried to match everything to the sermon and like what people were doing or talking about in, obviously, for that week. And there was one week that we had learned about the flame of God over everybody's head that allowed everyone to understand each other even when they spoke different languages, because there was like a spiritual realm where you all understood one another, because, I mean, spoiler alert, because we're all one. We're all connected by this like higher light-ish. Sorry. Sorry if I insulted anyone out there. Ish. Meh. You know, it's not blasphemy or anything, but like there's like this whole, there's just I'm not even seeing it as like tendrils of white that connects us all. It's like a beaming white light that just like the rays come out and connect all of us. That's how I view it. Hope that helps. A person can develop a cold. If you found yourself sick, like me, I found myself sick recently, there is an abundance of, you might have just like opened up to something, and that is that letting go. And so you're kind of like going into the next phase of it. So the illness is actually a good sign. Try not to fight it and have grace for it, and just kind of like allow it, understand it, trust it, because it is doing good things for you. It's getting rid of some old stuck energy, some bugs that were working its way out, you know, And it's going to leave you feeling more energized, more ready, I'm hearing, than before. And then that song, Where Do We Go From Here, came back into my head. There's like a wanting to know the future that keeps popping up. And that's why there's that waffling energy with the star. And so, okay, do I have any words of advice for how they can get into that knowing space? Oh, slow down your sweet and weary head. Night is calling, it is time for journey's end. Ba-da-dum-bum, and dream of the days you've heard before. Night is calling, you and I will meet again, and you'll be here in my heart. You're sleeping, what can you see on the horizon? Why do the white gulls call? Across the sea, a pale moon rises. The ships have come to carry me home, and all will fade to silver glass. A light on the water, gray ships pass into the west. Now that's the Lord of the Rings for you, but it also is kind of like a signifying, it's a journey of death. But there's rejuvenation. Like so there was a bit, I kept pulling in like Catholic. So someone out there might be spiritual, it might be religious, and might have beliefs. They might have, okay, so, oh shoot, I just remembered this. Okay, so remember when like my wings were opening? One thing I wanted to point out is when wings open on a person, on a human being, hi, we're all angels. We are, okay? But we do have to release demons, okay? On a metaphorical perspective. Literal, if you want to take it that way. But, you know, I don't like to dabble in the darkness, you know? So I like to see them as our figurative demons that are weighing us down. And they can be some really bad thoughts. They can thoughts that were ingrained in us by loved ones. But a lot of the times whenever I get this angel wings opening up, it's usually there's like a past loved one coming through. Yes and no for some people. Or there's a death and rebirth happening for you internally, spiritually, releasing something, and you can finally step into your angeldom, your angelhood. You can step into your white light. You can step into your true grounded purpose and calling, and you're like shedding that skin, and on like a queer standpoint, you're like, yes, girls, you know, like there's like tits out, you know, like that kind of idea. You're leading with your heart, okay? And it's a very angel feeling. And all will turn to silver glass, a light on the water, gray ships pass into the west. But yeah, when there's a death, it can be a very, I mean, obviously, guys, it can be heavy, and it can just like stir up feelings and emotions, and just like it's so common to lash out. It's so common to withdraw. Now it's not fun. It is not fun to have a birth and a death and a birth and a death and a birth over and over. That's the grieving process. That's why they say it's a process, because like there's a push and a pull. There's like an all over the place. It's just like a chaotic energy, And if it was someone that was very close to you and that was in your life, like in it, to have someone gone, you know, like out of that, out of their human vessel, you know, just suddenly, holy crap, like holy jolt. And it is common to toss and turn, like it needs to happen. It's an agitation. That might sound strange, but okay. In photography, so I'm a photographer. In photography, if like you work in film, there's a stage called you agitate the film in the emulsion. Why am I getting? It's not emulsion. It's like the chemical. When you're first developing the film, you have to agitate it. You have to shake it. You've got to like. I actually forget how long you agitate it for, but there's a stage where you have to shake it up for the chemical reaction to take place, and then the film can develop and the picture becomes clear. And I kind of like that. But here, let's go with this metaphor. The film is a negative at first, right? So like at first, the clarity of it, it's all like, well, death happens, everyone dies, and there could be like a reaction of anger. But then when you add, oh, I love this. When you add light to it and you enlarge the picture and you can see it clearer, the image becomes positive then. And then but you have to wait. Like you have to go through the agitation stage. You have to get through that negative stage where you're probably doing things that are not of your highest and best good, you know? Like you could be drinking, you could be partaking in any kind of addictive behavior or rituals or just like obsessions and addictions of some kind. And so there's this agitation, there's the negativity, and then all of a sudden a light starts to shine, and it starts to get bigger, and it starts to heat the surface, and it peers through the negativity, and it shows you a flipped perspective. And I feel like we're in that area. Ooh, I just got like an interesting walking through me. Something zoomed through me there for a second. It's coming through my chest. I'm feeling this awakening. I'm feeling the angel wings come out. I'm feeling the knowing. I'm feeling the clarity. And that was that crisp energy that I was feeling. And maybe that wetness that I was also experiencing, and like that cool wetness, but it felt clear. Those could be tears. They could really be lonely tears. Because grief is very individual. Because the relationship you have with whatever death you're going through is individual. It is only felt within you, and that can be so freaking lonely, right? It can feel like no one understands, because obviously no one does. No one understands your specific relationship with this person or place or thing or idea or habit. No one understands that because it's yours. And the beautiful thing about that is you can give yourself a better gift. So let that light shine in. And it's going to come out right here. And that's why, like, I felt that whoosh, something came through me, and it like pulled right out, and it was a lower heart sensation. So it was like, you see where the circle is? It was like down in the heart. So it was a connection with your heart chakra and your gut, which is your inner knowing. Okay? So, and that, it really is full circle. Can I do it? Yeah. Yeah. And they're like, yeah. It really is full circle with the first message I brought into this collective message, which was the abundance and the blessings. And we're in the money. We're in the money. Where am I shooting? You're shooting me somewhere. Lots of heart messages coming through right now. Still. But like, I had a negative one come through. No, I can't take one more step towards you, 'cause all that's within is regret. Don't you know I'm not your ghost anymore? Jar of Hearts was coming into my head. Learn to live, have a life. Okay, can I get back to the messages that might help lift spirits and stuff? Who do you think you are? Running. My speech impediment just came out. Running round, leaving stars, collecting your jar of hearts, tearing love apart. And I saw bubbles. You're gonna catch a cold for the lies inside your soul. Don't come back to me. Who do you think you are? I need to drink some water. I've been talking for a long time. Alright, so this is the picture. And I added healing. Did I add it? No, it comes in naturally for you guys. I'm illustrating it. But your third eye. So if you're feeling like really troubled by thoughts right now, by the way, like I don't think I talked about the negative aspect of that. Oh, I do have my water right here. Oh, thank God. Okay, give me a second. I'm getting this like need for connection. And then I just heard injury called DIP. It's like a injury lawyer, but like on like a spiritual level or an emotional level, there's an injury. And if you are burdened by lots of thoughts and you kind of feel like you are waffling and you've got this chaotic energy and you're dealing with a lot of agitation right now, internal and probably around you as well, there might be a lot of drama that's following you, and that's because there's an internal war going on right now, and it needs a release. And so obviously there are different ways you can release it. A really good one is to talk with someone. Therapy is amazing. It really is. Like, it's amazing. And I saw like 12233 whenever I was saying that. Is my step 1, 2, and 3. Like, seriously, if you're going through some kind of grieving process, if you're trying to release an addiction, if you are trying to release a limiting belief that is just like you just can't seem to disconnect the wires in your brain, if you are struggling with that, like, bruh, it's okay to struggle. Like I said, we're all connected by this little white light, the rays from above. And so if one of the rays is dim, people do see that. They do notice it. They do care. So, like, let them in. Let that love in. Oh, here we go. Full circle. Let the love in. It's around you. Let it heal you. Let it go over you. Let it flow down the back of you. Like, imagine you're in a shower. You're getting a shower. You're having an emo sad boy moment where you're like, where are you? And oh, I'm so sorry. Like, have your emo moment. You need the emo moment. You gotta have the emo moment, okay? And just let it just fall over you. Let it just like flow through you. And release it into the ground. Find your place on the ground. And know you're a freaking diamond, okay? Whatever you are trying to release, whether it's easy or hard, I'm hearing it's not easy. I'm channeling for some people, and it is not easy. It is not easy to let go. It is not easy to see the next right step, is what I'm hearing. Where do we go from here? Okay. Energetically, I want to send everyone who's watching this like a giant hug right now. I'm sending, accept my Reiki healing. You have to accept it though. You have to sit there and go, okay, I'm gonna take this. Okay. So I'm gonna send it in a second. Okay, so let me give you a sandwich. All right, ready? hoping this message reaches who needs it today and that it spoke to you. And if you related to it, or if you received any of the healing that came through in any messages and any of the energy transfers I might have tried to like ping your way, please let me know in the comments. And I look forward to hearing from you guys again and speaking with you again. This was a beautiful message. Like, my heart is really just like right there with you guys as you go through this journey, okay? So, all right. Okay. This was great though. Okay. All right. Bye guys.